we had a talent show. Now, me and my brother would have beat him, but this nigga had some Jordan jeans on, spelt it out, hit the back of the pocket, and everybody like, ooh. So you know.
And that was at Central.
Miami Central, all the way live. Coach Rowe. Shout out to Coach Rowe, the original coach.
Okay. And were you still doing music during those times?
Yeah, of course. Matter of fact, not only was I rapping, I was moonwalking then too. And a lot of people, they didn't know what that was back then because it was early. It was real early.
You know, I left out dancing too. When I said about you can sing, rap, this, harmonize, and all that, I forgot dancing. That's that's what everybody love you for too.
Yeah. That dancing is in my DNA.
So you were doing all that in high
school.
So after high school, that's when you started taking music more serious, or you went straight to work?
I went to different levels. Like the level where I did 10th grade in Miami Central, then I did 11th grade in North Miami Beach.
Oh,
I went out to North Miami Beach then, and then I ran into a lot of my cousins on my father's side. You get what I'm saying? So when I was
Terry Perry one of those cousins that you ran to?
That's mama's side. That's your blood.
Okay.
See, that's your blood.
Okay.
See, it's a long story, but you know about our genetics from Georgia. That's tied in with that. Terry Perry, your cousin too. That's a part of your blood. But then when I went to North Miami Beach, on my father's side, I started running with all my cousins. That's them Smith, Jackson, Sapp, Juan Lopez, Toro, the famous Toro, God bless the dead. That's my father's side.
Shout out Toro.
You know what I'm saying? He was in Bloodline. That's our cousin.
Okay.
And then
in the movie Bloodline.
Correct.
Okay.
You know, that's our real blood. You know what I'm saying? And then my 12th grade, I went up the road to Louisville, Kentucky, because that's where my father stayed at the time. And I went to a school called Atherton.
In Kentucky.
Right, it's called Atherton. And I used to hang around a projects back then called Southwick and Shepherd Square. You know, back then, and we used to be in Chickasaw Park and Shawnee Park. And then we had something called the Derby. You know, the Derby, the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, the Kentucky
Derby. You know, we used to be out there thick. You get what I'm saying?
So you was up there with the Kentucky Derby. I just thought about that. That's dope. That was the horses, I think.
Right. They used to go out there and gamble and bet. I'm talking about the biggest people in America and all over the world used to come bet on the horses.
Okay.
You know, it was called Churchill Downs. And a lot of people ain't familiar with this, but people in the area, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
So if any of y'all in the comment section, watching this, man, y'all go ahead in the comment section and if y'all remember these places that he's talking about, if they still exist, because this was like, when was this? Like 83, 84,
right, 83, 84,
in
85.
the early 80s. So if any of y'all remember these places that he's mentioning, what was called the Kentucky Derby? The top,
right. Yeah, it was called my brain, y'all know, that's why they call me lunatic, because I lose thought. Coming to the world with my stupid shut your mouth. But yeah, it was called Broadway.
Churchill?
Churchill Downs.
That's
Churchill Downs. Yeah, Churchill Downs is where they used to race the horses. You know, they had the stables and they used to do all of that back then. And then I told you we used to hang in a park called Shawnee and Chickasaw Park back then. And I used to be in some projects called Shepherd Square, Southwick. It's a whole bunch of them, but you know, people, and I used to be out in the area up in Louisville called Newburgh. You know, but a lot of people from Louisville, Kentucky, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people from Miami, they know what I'm talking about. Like when I say Overtown, Carrier City, Liberty City, Coconut Grove, Perrine, Florida City, you get what I'm saying? Different areas.
Yeah. Okay. So after that, that's when when you left, what did you say? Kentucky. After high school, that's when you stayed at. You stayed in Kentucky for more. And you came back to Miami. You went back to
What I
Jersey?
did is I went to 3 Job Corps then.
Job Corps.
Yeah, I went to Job Corps.
They got a Job Corps in Kentucky, right?
Yeah,
I think B went to Job Corps in Kentucky.
Yeah, but it was crazy, right? They kicked me out because they called me the Miami boy, and I used to wear the straight leg corduroys and lumberjack, like, cause I was around in Miami Central, and back then they called that the 22 Al boys.
Yeah,
with Luke and all them. See, people don't know about Luke ain't just no ordinary. People don't know he really retired, and I shout out to Luke, because people don't understand when it come to Chris and David Hobbs, that's Mr. Mix and Chinaman, they used to come and get me, from my little house and take me to Pac Jam and strawberries and oh, matter of fact, now that I think about it, how about I got an old school, the original Luke Skywalker jacket, not Luke Records, Luke Skywalker, the first one. I still got one of them jackets.
I think he owned that. That's when he had the legs stepping out of the clouds.
Yeah, that's still his trademark.
Yeah, trademark.
But it was George Lucas that it was something went on,
and he had to change it. He had to change the name. Yeah,
correct. That's when I started learning about trademarks and copyrights, because to me Luke was everything, because JT Money and all them and everybody who we know.
Yeah. All them folk. The one love she shot even though they're not from the crib, since she shot but
right. We used to be around them. I used to be around them all the time.
Okay. And you ever did any music or anything like that with Luke them? Or anything like that? Or you just
always hang around them, but like I want to, you get what I'm saying? But okay, it's a strange story. A long time ago, I'm there gonna tell it. I remember they had a record label called EKG Records. It was Merriweather, probably Luke, Clady, but it was a whole bunch of different producers, right? And I came through there. That's when my nickname of the street was Psychomaniac Lunatic. That's when, on the street. So I went through there and I did a freestyle, but I was banging it, right? So they let me go sit in the room for a minute, and that's when these like Piccolo them came in. Sam Ferguson was there too. So this before they got started. Mm-hmm. We all was there.
Before Piccolo got started.
This when they got started. Okay. This around the time. Because we was all...
So they were signed to EKG?
I don't really know what happened. But they was tied in with Sam.
Okay.
God bless the dead. P-Man Sam Ferguson, But all I know is all of us, we always was close, all of us. And all I know is when I came back in, somebody would present me a contract, but I said, I be talking crazy. So I told him, look, man, I'm not finna sell my soul back then. I'm talking like this back then. And if anybody run off with my money, I'm coming back through here with the blah, everybody, right? So I guess they went to looking at me crazy, and they say, nah, man, we can't work with this one. Because I was talking crazy, but I was dead ass serious. Because what I look like getting out there and somebody running off with my money, and I had the talent, so I'm not saying that I ain't put no fear in nobody. I wasn't. I was just talking how I am. Mm-hmm. And then back then, I used to do my little drugs. I used to do my little woo-woo, like Trick say, that stank. Mm-hmm. Back then, we ain't play. We the Miami boys. We ain't play. So, I was out of line. So, I didn't take that route.
It is what it is.